there, it's Michelle Schubnel, President and Head Coach at CoachAndGrowRich.com and creator of the Group Coaching Success Program. And I am so excited to share with you my #1 big business lesson. Now, this has been something that's enabled me to earn more revenue in a single week than most coaches and small business owners make in an entire year. It's also what's really given me the time and financial freedom and flexibility that I dreamed of when I first started my coaching business over a decade ago. Now, before I learned this business lesson, I'd been in business a number of years and my business was doing okay. In fact, from the outside perspective, I think people thought I was very successful. I had broken through that 6-figure mark, so I was earning 6 figures. I'd been in business for a good number of years. I was helping clients, but the fact is, I was working really, really hard, and I wasn't seeing the results of the labors in my business. I wasn't making as much income as I wanted. I wasn't making as big of an impact as I wanted. And the fact is, I was starting to get burnt out. I was also feeling kind of isolated and lonely. Even though I had a good administrative assistant, a virtual assistant support person, I felt like it was just kind of me working solo in my business. Well, something happened that changed the course of my business and life forever. I was invited to attend a private closed-door mastermind meeting with some of the top players in the field. And as I was at that meeting, shocked in fact that I was invited to attend, I looked around the room and I realized that the most successful people had one thing in common. And that one thing is they were doing 1 or 2 big joint venture product launches each year. Well, I was immediately attracted to the idea. So when I left that meeting, I got home and I made the decision I was gonna do a big product launch too. The only problem was I'd never done one or even participated in one before. So I had a lot of learning to do. So I got really, really busy. I started participating in other people's product launches so I could see what it was like from that end. I learned, I studied, and I got really busy figuring out what needed to happen to have a successful launch. Now, I was lucky because I did have a new product in mind. And once I came back from that meeting and I made the decision I was gonna do that, within a couple of months, I had that product created. And 6 months after I attended that meeting, I did my first big product launch. Well, let me tell you, it was a lot of work. When I think back to how much time, money, and energy I invested when I was doing that very first product launch, it's actually kind of mind-boggling. For the 6 weeks prior to the launch, I barely saw my husband. But it was all worth it. When all was said and done, we had over 100 people enroll in the program, and it generated over $63,000. Since then, I've gone on and done 2 more big joint venture product launches, and that's enabled me to have hundreds of coaches go through my Group Coaching Success Program, and it's brought in over $250,000 in revenue into my business. Plus, on top of that, after I work really hard during my launch, preparing for the launch and then serving all the clients and customers that are in the program, once that's done, I reward myself and take some time off. So after that first big product launch, my husband and I took a month off and traveled around India. In fact, that's where this shirt is from. This year, after one of my big product launches, I decided I want to take a bunch of time off this summer. So we started off the summer by having our nieces from New York visit. We called it Aunt Michelle and Uncle Adam Camp. We even made our own cheer, Amua! We took them whitewater rafting and camping in Yosemite. It was so fun. And I'm getting ready to leave for a 2-week vacation in Costa Rica. It's kind of a second honeymoon that my husband and I are taking. And then shortly after I get back from there, I'm gonna be flying to Hawaii to meet my brother and his family. Now, my family is really important to me, and we don't have kids of our own. All of our family lives back east. I'm here in California. So being able to take a bunch of time off to spend with my family and my husband, vacationing and spending time together, especially in the summer when it's nice, that's really important to me. And it's something that getting involved with joint venture partners and creating a big product launch with a high value, high ticket product, that's what has really enabled me to do this. So if I could give you a piece of advice based on this lesson that I've learned, and I'm telling you, it's something I wish I had learned a long time ago in my business, that piece of advice would be, if you are willing to work hard, but then you also can enjoy the benefits of playing hard and the financial rewards of working hard, Forming joint venture partnerships and doing 1 or 2 big joint venture product launches per year can literally change your business. You'll be able to impact and serve so many more people than you could ever reach on your own. And it's definitely the way to really bust through to that next income level in your business. So, and I know it can seem a little overwhelming, you know, it's like finding JV partners and creating a product and everything that you have to do to make a launch happen. So I would love to leave you with a tip and something that you can do to get started right away. So that would be, I would love for you to think of 12 people that you would love to have as your joint venture partners. You know, who are people that are serving the same target market that you do, either offering a complementary product or service, or maybe even one of your biggest competitors. You'd be surprised. Oftentimes, the person who you think of as your #1 biggest competitor can become your #1 JV partner, and you can become theirs. And I know this for a fact because that's happened to me. So make that list of 12 people who you would love to have as your joint venture partner. Then you need to reach out to them, and you're not going to ask them to do something for you right up front. No, instead, you're going to ask them what they have going on. Do they have a launch or promotion coming up that you could support them in, that you really admire their work and you'd love to share what they're up to with your list, your community? Taking that first step is going to put you on the path to starting to develop powerful joint venture partnerships, and also see what other people are doing with their launches and promotions so that you can learn from that. So I encourage you, if you're interested in this idea, this big business lesson that I've learned that can have a huge impact on your business too, to make that list of the 12 JV partners and reach out to them this week. It's an action you can take right away. Well, I really hope this has served you, and I thank you for watching. Again, my name is Michelle Schubnel from CoachAndGrowRich.com and GroupCoachingSuccess.com. And if you have any questions about this, or you want to reach out to me personally, my email address is michelle@CoachAndGrowRich.com. Thanks again for watching, and here's to your success.